all the sinews around the joint. So remember what I said, that the knuckles are where all the tendons connect. So we're going to take off the knuckle. And what that does is just kind of severs the connective tissues so that it makes it easier for you to remove the bone. So we're going to go in here. And then same thing. The goal here is I'm going to cut off the knuckle so I can just pull out the rest of the bone. So just expose the knuckle a little bit. Be careful not to cut into your breast. And then I'm going to chop the knuckle. And then once you do that, you can see where the meat is connected to the bone. So once you separate those, this should just come straight out like that. Okay, so the knuckles, remember, is where all the tendons connect, and the tendons are the ones that hold the meat to the bone. So as soon as you chop the tendon off from where it's connected to the bone, they become essentially not connected to anything, so it's easy to remove anything else. So take the bone out of that wing, then you have that little extra bead of meat and skin to use. All right. So once that's out, we're going to go ahead and do the leg. Again, there's a little bit of fat there that we can just follow. So just open up the bone and then cut down through here as well. Open up the drumstick, and then same thing, using the tip of your knife. So whatever butchery that you're doing, doesn't matter what kind of meat, you just always wanted to use the tip of your knife. And then we're just going to expose the two bones. So don't worry about the knuckle too much yet. Just go on the sides, either side of the thigh bone and the leg bone, so that we can expose these two. So once you have exposed the bone enough, slide your knife under the bone. So we don't need the knuckle for this purpose. You can just cut that off. Again, this bit you can just kind of release from the bone. So that is your leg disconnected. So same thing here. Going to expose. Again, don't cut too deep. You don't want to go through the skin. Once you have enough of the bone exposed, just go under and then trim off that. So then you have both knuckles exposed. So once you have both bones kind of exposed and separated from the meat, then you can go ahead and remove the knuckle. Makes it a lot easier because then you can just grab onto both bones, and then you're just going to scrape and cut the meat away from the bone. So just little cuts and pulling the bones as I'm cutting. Once you've kind of got the meat or the bone out far enough, we can cut it off. You got to be careful here because you don't want to cut into the skin, so make sure you get it all out. Now can you see these white lines? So that's what is connected to the cartilage in the muscles. So earlier when we cut off the cartilage, we're disconnecting all those sinews, which makes it easier. So right now, this doesn't come off because the sinew is connecting the muscles to the bones. So once we expose that, just go ahead and cut that out. And then your leg is deboned and your skin is still intact. Okay? So just have a feel for any loose bones and cartilage. That one's pretty fine. We're okay there. I'm going to just trim off that little bit of cartilage sinew. So that's it. That's your chicken deboned. Now with this, with the little wing, I'm just gonna go ahead and open that up so that I have a flat surface to work with. So just go in and then just cut it open so that you can flatten it out for us to roll. All right, so there you have it, your half deboned chicken, skins all together, not broken, and then we can go ahead and roll this later. Okay, so that one ready. Okay, a few things I can show you. So chicken, the saute cuts, they're all good to go. The only thing you need to do is to French the drumstick. So we're gonna follow the kind of the ankle of the chicken. So we're just gonna release the skin from the bone. And again, you'll see all those little white tendons that are connecting everything together. Just separate that. That one, big, long, thick tendon. So we're going to pull everything back. Now this doesn't come off very easily. Just cut off the, just find where the leg connects to the feet. Find that, the joint there. Just cut that little bit off first. So with this end, once that stock comes up to the boil, I'm just gonna hold this in there and pretty much cook the cartilage, and then it should come off a lot easier. Okay? So we're gonna skim our stock. Okay. So bone end, just hold that in there for like 30 seconds maybe. So once that it's cooked, it should come off a lot nicer. So you can peel off all the skin. Like that, and then you should get a nice knuckle. So that white cartilage you can still cut off. You just cut them off. So just open it. I'll open up the cartilage a bit, and then you should be able to just rip it off. That. Okay, so now you have a nice, kind of clean looking knuckle. That's what you call Frenching the bone. So it's just like a nice clean bone. Good for presentation purposes. The drumstick. Okay, so I can show you this as well. This is extra, you don't need to do it, but I might as well show you if you